decades-old conflict. What happens next will affect the lives of millions.
Live from London, this is BBC News. Israel says it has shifted phases in the war as it hits 150 targets in Gaza overnight and releases video it says shows its tanks entering the territory.
The ground forces entered and continued expanding the ground force operations. Infantry, engineering and artillery are accompanied by heavy gunfire.
Our correspondent on the ground, Rushdie Abu-Alouf, says the bombardment in northern Gaza is on an unprecedented scale.
For the first time ever, they have seen this scale of explosion, a huge fire on the sky.
This is the scene live in Gaza, where the Israeli army has reissued its call for civilians to move south. Israel's defense minister will meet the families of Israeli hostages held by Hamas, who are expressing concern about the intensifying attacks on Gaza.
And right now we're striking from the air every single day when we don't know where my cousin is, where we don't know where over 200 hostages are, and we don't know if any of our bombs is killing them.
Here in London, pro-Palestinian demonstrators turn out in force. These are the live pictures. Protests are also planned in other capital cities. And fresh aid enters Gaza, and the UN tells the BBC they've managed to re-establish some contact with their teams on the ground. Hello and welcome to BBC News. Israel's defence minister says the country's military has shifted phases in the war and its operations will continue until further notice. His comments followed the intensification of the Israeli military operation against Hamas. It said